Hi Preeti, welcome to Humans of Data Science.
Thank you, Purva. Thank you for having me. It's a very interesting concept of humans of data science. So to share the different roles and responsibilities of involved in the field of data science. So thank you for having me.
Yes, actually, I'm loving it so far. So, why don't we start with introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, yeah, let's dive right in. My name is Preeti Mangtani. I graduated from Oklahoma State University with a master's in management information systems. And currently I work as a data informatics analyst at TTEC.
Wow, data informatics, that's a new concept. Why don't you tell us a little bit about data informatics and like how does it apply in your job?
Sure. So, data informatics in simplest terms means deriving information from data
Mhm.
and then applying that information. So, most of my role is actually data analytics with hints of data science. So, it involves extracting data from the client's database and transferring and loading it to an enterprise data warehouse. And then using that data to derive insights and generate reports for our clients.
Which kind of reports you generate?
So the reports that I generate are for different projects that I work on. They are dependent on the requests that come in from the clients. So, for example, one of the projects that I work on is automobile marketing analytics project. It's called Rapid Retail. So, in Rapid Retail, we perform post campaign analysis to understand the performance of our marketing campaigns, and then we optimize those marketing campaigns. So, it involves evaluating the customer's engagement with the campaigns and measuring the sales impact. So the reports basically include the graphs and charts that that include the insights from these engagement reports and sales reports.
Wow, that's exciting. I mean, marketing analytics and data informatics must have worked good for you in your career.
Yes.
So, coming back to the work, what tools, like what are the go-to tools you have? Do you use any particular tools for your day-to-day projects and activities, or does it depend on clients?
Uh, there are a few tools that we use on a standard basis. Uh,
Mhm.
we use Sass, we use Power BI, and our basic analysis involves Microsoft Excel. We also use SQL, and our team is right now working on moving towards more cloud-based tools. We use Databricks, and we are trying to work on creating a platform called Humanify, which involves working with PySpark and Python. So there are multiple opportunities to work with different tools in our team.
That's great. That's good to know that you're working on some, cutting edge technologies and tool. I know. Did you uh, learn SAS on your job, or did you learn SAS on like in your graduate studies?
So SAS was a tool that I learned in my master's from Oklahoma State University. I also have a base SAS certification.
That's
Uh,
great.
yeah, so I think SAS is a tool which involves it's a very easy tool. So for it's my go-to tool. If you were to ask me my go-to tool, I would say SAS.
Wow, that's great. I'm very sure that you must be having so much fun in your work. It sounds like a fun profile. So
Yes.
I recently observed that you last week you completed 2 years at TTEC. So how is it being in TTEC? How did you end up with that job?
So as soon as I graduated, I was looking for jobs around metropolitan cities. So this job is in Boston, which I love, and So TTEC was this, I think I started with this job immediately after I graduated.
Wow, that's great. I mean, landing up with dream job after your graduation is something everybody wants in their job.
Right. Yeah.
I also observed some good projects in your LinkedIn profile. I mean, one of them is Twitter sentiment analysis for airlines in USA. So why don't you talk more about that? And
Sure.
I mean, it's on Tableau, so I love Tableau.
Yes. So there are actually a few interesting projects currently that I'm working on in data science specifically. So one of those projects is the which I'll talk about later, which is in customer care and appreciation. But this project that the sentiment analysis on the airlines in US, this was a project that I worked on during my master's on Tableau. So it involved understanding the sentiment of the customers who used the airlines. So it included understanding their understanding the negative sentiments, why people disliked using a few airlines, and um, so the project involved cleaning the data and then making it um, uh, usable for Tableau, processing it, and also scoring the customers. So I used Excel to create the sentiment scores, and then all I had to do was, I mean, on Tableau, I had to derive insights using the multiple factors involved with the customer data.
That sounds really interesting. I'm going to check it out right after our podcast today.
Yes.
So tell me about your hobbies, and also you were telling about your recent projects in customer
Yes.
satisfaction.
Yeah, so this data science project that I'm currently working on involves automobile servicing data. It is about customer care and appreciation. So this is car servicing data, and it involves car servicing data analysis, and we score those customers based on multiple factors. And right now, I'm working on refitting this scoring model. So over time, we have seen changes in patterns uh, of the customers who come in for car servicing, which has led us to the decision of refitting our model, which involves multiple statistical techniques. For example, I use t-test, linear regression, logistic regression, KS test, and I have been using chow test and chi-square test recently. So this is just one of the projects which is wherein I'm working with the data science team, and it is really interesting the way we have been getting those insights from the data.
Well, we are happy to know about your data science career and how many interesting projects you're working simultaneously on. Why
Yeah.
don't you talk about your hobbies and what do you do in your spare time?
So in my spare time, I like to do multiple activities. I dance, I sing, and I also like to draw a lot. So
Oh,
I also like to meditate, and I learn yoga, and I practice yoga on a daily basis. So those are just a few hobbies that I like to do.
that's great. I mean, I just saw your performance on Boston Bollywood on YouTube. You're doing great. I mean, I'm happy to know that you're, also involved in these many activities.
Yes, Boston Bollywood is a dance community that I'm a part of, and proudly. So thank you uh, uh, for the appreciation.
Well, it was pleasure to talk to you on Humans of Data Science podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good day.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye.